cars we get around. I think they do look awful cold. I hope I die before I get old.
In the 21st century, college has become increasingly less and less of an option and more of a necessity to survive. Each year, nearly 2 million people graduate from college in the United States. In addition to gaining a degree, the average graduate comes away with more than $21,000 in debt, more if they choose to attend a private university. Nearly 10% of all students drop out of college due to debt or financial pressure. This problem could get even worse as the cost of a post-secondary education goes up 8% every year.
I would say that the large percentage of our private campus here is concerned about it, but they just kind of say, I'll worry about it later, I'll take care of it later.
The annual cost of attending a four-year private university is now over $27,000. At a public university, costs have risen above $8,000 as it stands today. Going beyond a four-year education adds an extra burden to students' pocketbooks.
One of the big topics is, are you going to go to grad school? And I'm a psychology major, so most psychology majors go to grad school. Right now I'm only looking at grad schools that offer assistantships with full tuition waivers because I don't have any more money to sink into my education. I've kind of taken out as many loans as I can.
There is hope, however. Students with a bachelor's degree earn 60% more on average than those with just a high school diploma. Thomas Ratliff says that getting that degree is worth it in the long run.
Look at the value that the college is going to offer, because realistically, contrary to what some of the Occupy Wall Street people are saying right now, generally a degree does help considerably over the lifespan of a person. But they also need to take the realization that the first couple of years after they get out of school, they're not necessarily going to be making six-figure incomes. And so if they can count on making a more modest income and let that reel in the debt that they're willing to take while they're in school, a little bit of practical lifestyle lessons, not necessarily having the newest of everything all the time, can prove to be very helpful.
The average graduate spends about 30% of their monthly income on debt between the ages of 24 and 30. The best way to keep that debt down is to limit the amount of loans you take out.
Particularly for the students who borrow in excess of the norm. If you hear $20,000 to $30,000 ranges, that's fairly common. Students who start borrowing in the $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 range, they're definitely going to run into some challenges once they get out of school.
So the plan is that getting a college education, even by means of going into debt, will pay off in the long run. College graduates are more likely to find employment, have better health, and make nearly $1 million more in their lifetime than those who do not. But for now, college students still have to pay the bills.
You can live like a student while you're a student and afford to live like an adult once you graduate. Or you can live like an adult now and live like a student for the rest of your life. I think more people need to hear that.
Why don't you all fade away? Don't try to dig what we all